na packages. I can't imagine any guys used to leave home and go all the way to IAT.
Oh, there used to be IAT.
Manze, and you come home with a big book like this, and today we learn parts of a computer.
Very stable, whatever. You're going to an unfamiliar territory where you might work, you might not work. So normally how easy offers zinakuwaga doubles, zinakuwaga 20%, zinakuwaga 30%. But sasa nini, of course, mkawak na Jeff. So Jeff, how is it working? Namse kama huyo, cause he's a super, I don't know if I can call him a superstar. We should encourage people to get electric cars. Kenya hakuna hiyo.
Asiwezi endesha electric car, bro.
Kwa nini?
Ya nini?
Ekonene. Episode 558. Tukisema like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend. Na leo tuko na arguably the greatest voice actor in Kenya. Buda jo unaweza do so many voices, so many accents. Mtu kamaje kujua like you can do that. Tuko na Nick Odhiambo, and just in case umekuwa ukiishi chini ya rock na unashindwa kunendaje. Alafu mse pia he's doing something that I've tried and I've never. Yule kitambi ni kubwa jo. Inaitwa OMAD, 1 meal a day.
As you've done your research.
So tukianza na hiyo like voices, how does someone know that they can do voices? I always find it to be super interesting. Personally I can only do two, hata ikikam to accents it's only two. Kijaka na Kisapere. Because I understand. Kijaka na Kisapere of course. Odhiambo. Odhiambo amefika hapa. So hiyo neza do hiyo neza do unakuaga na ujiga sana
wewe na wala moro.
Hizo tu neza. But unaga unadu ya hata inaitwa nini Kisomali. Like I see you doing so many accents and you can also do so many voices. Like even that last video ulifanya ya Raila was so good. So I'm to realize like I can actually do this.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad worked in India.
Okay.
So when you come back from school, see, that's how school was. And there's all these nationalities. But now you come and give the story, but plus you describe.
Yes.
So my mom used to start getting jazzed about it. So I just started working on it. So every time the guests, someone, my dad will give me instructions. So what happened in school today? Ebu tell Uncle so-and-so. So now nikaanza tu kuperform hapo hivyo home. And that's how I grew. So there's this one day, I imitated my dad to my mom.
Oh, yeah.
Mama papale has left the house. And he's like, Damari Sadoni. Anangalia nje ya dirisha. Mimi nakam nasimama mbele yake mza, hey, mom, what's up? Like, where's dad? Then I go back. I do the voice and I come back. Like, Nico, is the car outside? Jana shindwa. Simon Omsa akitoka. So now from then on, I just started practicing. So when I was a kid, I used to do Michael Jackson for guys. But, when the voice broke, you have to let the hand go.
Oh, okay.
And a whole bunch. So you just watch TV. You start day one, eventually you'll be very good at it.
Alafu of course another very interesting yako ni inakuwaga ya Kef Joinange.
Oh, yes indeed, folks. Sit back. Relax, you're on Nini with more freak himself. Somebody say, oh my.
So how did it feel like doing his voice and then eventually doing a show with him? Because I'm sure by the time unafanya voice yake, to a certain level he's your hero or someone. Sindio?
Yes, he's everyone's hero, and one of Kenya's finest. He's worked for CNN and all these big companies.
Yes.
But would you believe the first time I did it on air, that's 2009, there's someone who wrote a text and said that's the worst impersonation I've ever had. It was bad. Siku za kwanza. Kasema, if you're better than me, kama ukayapu ufanye hii kazi. So I just practice it until I think I'm better at being Jeff than Jeff himself.
Yes, bana. Ukifanyaga, like even right now when you're doing it.
Now you practice back, you can just switch into it.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of practice. A lot.
And he himself, like, alikuwa jazzed, like, working with you and you doing his voice.
In fact, there's a time he was doing his book launch. So he had me interview him. Kev meets Jeff. If you watch it on YouTube, it was one take. The guy was so amused. Yeah, so, practice makes perfect.
Basana, nataka tu rewind kidogo, because vile before like someone shows up, you have to do the research. So hapa niko na cheki, you are the son of a diplomat. So Buddha ndiye alikuwa nafanya kuzina cheki. Buddha alifanya India, Europe and Nairobi, yes?
Yeah.
So India, Europe, which country? Sweden.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you lived in all these countries?
Yeah. So you're given like 3 years posting, 3 years each. Then you come back, then you're reposted. So
the first ulianza na India?
No, Sweden, then India.
Oh, Sweden ulikuwa what ages?
From shortly after I was born till about 3 and a half. Then the other from like 4 till about 6, 7.
Oh, so at some point ulikuwa bonga Kihindi.
No, but now there you're taken to a really good school, the international schools. But now sasa kuinteract na watu huku inje. How are you today? You are a good boy like this, I see. You unajua. You're with Africa over here on the show, no?
Yeah. Yeah. Kwanza unanid kusoma book ya nani? Unanid kusoma hiyo book ya Oyunga Pala. Oyunga has this story of his brother called Oti, when Oti went to learn in India. And it's such a funny story because at some point watu walikuwa namdharau because of his skin color. So you understand racism. And then kuna this one time where they organized a boxing match between the Indian champion versus Oti. It's a very funny story. Hata siwezi kuharibia. But unanidi kuicheki.
You know, Yunga is my second cousin. My dad and his mom are cousins.
Oh, hiyo sikuwa nini. So
hakunimdrop hapa hivi vile alikuja.
I think vile ukishafika hiyo age, kuna hii age yetu kishafika kuna kunimdrop. But sikuwa najua. So iko nayo book inaitwa Strength and Sorrow. Na hizi country, so now India ni up to 7 and then you come back to Kenya now.
Yeah. So from there now we just stayed in Kenya.
Okay. So Kenya mlikuwa unaishi area gani?
Onyong Kalangata.
Onyong Kalangata. Okay, those are the government nini zama?
Kitambo they used to be for Gava. So as a civil servant, so the civil servant in Langata, Onyonka, so some houses were just for Gava. So Onyonka was really nice back in the day. It still is, I guess.
Oh, okay. So chuo ulienda
so
primo?
So Kilimani Primary.
Kilimani Primary sio ni public, eh?
Yeah.
Hakupelekwa private vile so
shazo ya Sweden was so nice.
Okay, they were, but still there was the whoopings.
You know now, ukishazoea, so when you come back, she stopped working for Gava and everything. I can get private sector. But schools were pretty decent back then. I don't think there were very many private schools in Nairobi at that time. Maybe 4. Saints, LCVR.
I think there used to be a Kilimani that was...
Kilimani Junior and Karen.
Oh, that's the one that was private. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to Kilimani Primary. The culture shock, but now what do you do?
How was it? Because me niliendaga Olympic Estate and it was hell, but I used to be whooped.
No, kupigwa nayo utapigwa and it shaped us. But it's school. You go, you have fun, you make friends, you do your homework on the days you do it. You learn, you become a better person. But schools have really changed compared to that time.
Yeah. Alafu nini family? Mnakoga? A family of how many kids?
We are 4, so now we are 3. 1, rest in peace.
Okay. Tushafika hiyo age. So I know age yetu ya nini inakuaga like one person has to have whatever.
Get wings.
So like you are the what? Firstborn, secondborn? Firstborn, Dame, Charlie?
Firstborn wali alituacha, so it's me, then 2 girls.
Oh, okay. Firstborn alikuwa Charlie ama Dame?
Charlie.
Oh, okay. And now mekuja au pia wali go through the same process. Like is there like your big bro by time unatoka ilikuwa big bro the one who passed?
Big bro.
By time unatoka nini sweet India you can hold? Yeah,
he was 2 years older than me.
Okay. So alikuwa 9 at least alikuwa shanza chuo huko like hapo alikuwa umeanza.
We all went through school there a bit. Alafu we came here nikaingia like standard 2, 3 hapo 2.
Oh, okay.
Need to repeat standard 2 basically.
Okay, alafu nini then ukaenda Kanga High School. Kanga High School iko wapi? I think like I used to hear this name.
It's in Migori County. Tunasema Kanga High for a mentally advanced. Ile shule ilikuwa pressure bro. Karibu kila mtu is an A student.
Yeah.
Bana. Mimi nilikuwa nachezanga. You know, and then they had this bad habit of they mentioned the top 10 guys and then the bottom 10. Mi hata nisomeaje bana. Sikuwa natoka gapi. So I was relieved of my duties as a student in that school after 2 years.
Walikuwa kuchuja
for performance.
For non-performance.
Yeah. nikaenda, my dad found one of those schools zile zinakuwa kwa classifieds.
Roiro
High. Sapo ndio nikamaliza form 4.
Oh damn. Na Roiro ulikuwa toka nini every day ama ilikuwa boarding? Like unatoka Langata?
No. So now we moved around. So eventually my dad started working at Kenyatta University.
Okay.
So
mlikuwa
so hapo ndio alipata hiyo shule kwa classifieds. And it's not too far. So unajua zile shule nasema welcome to school motto ni wewe lipa school fees. Hot water available, swimming pool, admissions ongoing throughout the year.
And we don't care about your performance from school.
Bora umelipa school fees. You come
na hapo kwani buda alikuwa ameamua tu wewe utaenda nini Kenyatta Uni?
No. See now that's form 2. So nikaingia hapo form 2 tena. Because I left Kanga in form 2, nikaingia pale form 2 mpaka 4.
Yeah.
Unajua parents mazo kisha expeliwa nini wana get frustrated. Now from Kanga, which school do you go to after being expelled?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Mi musemaga zile za mother alikuwaga mtu wa threats. Iyo ya bottom. Ibutagori.
Hey, my dad used to get upset. With this height of yours, you're going to be a watchman. I'm like, me. So I had to prove him wrong.
Kwaka, height yako na kwaka?
6'3".
Oh, damn. So, pia nachikige wow.
I used to play basketball mpaka 205 before I ingia the radio. Mpaka kwa league hapa hivi. Div 1. So now I've just rekindled the love. It's an easy way to lose weight.
Alafu kwanza nacheki pia ulienda Graffins. At some point Graffins was Graffins. Is Graffins still Graffins?
I met someone from Graffins like 2 weeks ago. I was so curious. I don't know anyone who's gone to Graffins of late. But after high school hapo ndo nilingia, there's a university, there's a virtual university in KU, nikafanya courses kidogo pale.
Yes.
Then I went to Graffins for like 6 months.
Ilikuwaje? Because kitambo ilikuwa it had something like ulikuwa na bongana wasa ulikuwa na name drop kama vile I think USIU
like
still name dropped.
Yeah.
It was the USIU of some
of like colleges.
Yeah. Because I don't think Gen Zs respect the name Graffins kama sisi.
Maybe they didn't just work on building the brand sana. Unajua like a lot of guys, it's like they when we were kids everyone went to AA driving school for instance.
Yes.
But sahi unakuta kuna what are the ones that have like a half name ya bwana half ya nini?
Oh,
so hizo ma driving schools ziko kila mahali.
Mostly za kwa kaza wasape.
Huku Rongai unapata one building has 3 of the same driving school. Unaelewa? So I guess it's just them who didn't work on the brand. So
but azila za sapere za Wamboi na Kamau ni waka driving school.
Bas ndio hizo sasa.
Wanakuaga na hizo. Oh, so okay. Graffins alafu African Virtual University. What ulikuwa na study in?
Just this is comps too. You know back in the day when guys were getting into computers, so web design, programming and all those things.
Na kwa zile siku tulikuwa nasema nimefanya packages.
Na packages. I can't imagine any guys used to leave home and go all the way to IIT.
Oh, there used to be IIT.
Manze, and you come home with a big book like this and today we learn parts of a computer.
Sikizi watu yetu wanatumia comp, they don't even know the parts.
Like I'm sure you have kids,
parts of a computer. I have a daughter. Yeah.
Una zile vitu wanafanya na nini? I'm 23 years manze.
Yeah, wanajuaga vitu. Like they do stuff, you're there thinking like,
like Zade, tukiwa kole. So, you know, like this is my those come and start learning packages. So, you know, they're the casa and the mouse you hold it, ukifika hapo mwisho labda casa imeenda off screen kidogo. Na mouse iko at the edge hivi. Unajua mama alikuwa amekwama juu afanye nini? Ilibidi mtu wa IT akama inue mouse amweke hapa anambia sasa ikiwa imefika hapa naoni casa, you lift it and then there's a wow computers.
Those days were interesting because mina kungaga seko like the first time tushaletewa computers and then we used to try and play games.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa ni NFS. Ilikuwa ni Need for Speed or something.
Yes, Need for Speed.
Then wakikam because it's illegal, unafikiri umezima computer unazima monitor. Alafu mtu anakama napata gari yako iko upside down. Nambwa wewe.
Wache hii maneno. Like some guys who came to steal from the computer lab in KU. Sasa najua watu wanafikiri hiyo monitor ndio computer. Wamebatuma monitor pekee wameacha CPU.
Sasa sikuzi technology imeharibu. They actually steal the computer. Because nowadays the monitor is the computer nowadays. Like you find 9 times out of 10. Hizi nini. Alafu sasa ulikama kujipata kwa media. Like how did you find yourself?
Wait. You know now, like in 93, I got a Snoop Dogg tape. Yeah, I think it's called Dog Style, his first album.
Yeah.
So I was listening to it, kuna skit pale before the song, The Shiznit. You're tuned into the biggest balls of DJ Dick and the Jack off. Nearly skizango kitu over and over and over. I said, one day,
Yeah.
I have to do this. So around that time, my dad used to work in a place called Mbita Isipe. It's not too far from Rusinga Island. So from that area, Raja Airwaves ilikuwa ishafunguliwa at UG. So those Capital FM and Sanyo. So I used to listen to akina Walt Baby Love.
Walt Baby Love go every Saturday.
Yeah. There's another guy also used to have like a gospel show. Walt Baby, alafu mwingine Rick D's.
Rick D's on the weekly top 40. Yeah.
Over and over mpaka eventually Snoop akaingia radio. You know Snoop used to be a radio presenter.
Yeah.
I used to listen to him, it just come on Capital. So nikasema kama huu nilisikiza hii skit kwa nini yake na sai, so pole tu eventually nikapata kuingia radio. They had advertised they needed a male presenter with a nice voice. Nikasikia kwa matri nikasema hii job I think it's my time now.
Okay. You say which station is that?
Nilianza na Classic.
Oh, na Classic. So lienda tu?
No, I went for
the auditions.
Yeah, I called because they're saying drop a CD with the demo. Nikasema kama 1,000 guys drop na mimi ndio number 999 wataifikia hapo. So I just made phone calls, persisted, nikaenda. Did the VO, then persisted and followed up. Like, let me tell you, sometimes I used to call the guy, it's called James Joroga, and ask him, bro, umeka interview yangu lini? Sema, don't worry, we'll call you. I tell him, I borrowed a suit.
And I need to return it.
So I need to know, because before that I used to do telemarketing, so always ABC, always be closing. So if you're calling on making a phone call, always find out that information you've called for to get it. Always be closing. Sawa bas. So the next week, same time, kama nimepigia Tuesday at 10, next Tuesday at 10, you'll get a call from Nick. Eventually I went for the interview. Kanauliza zile swali zao, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Kambia, I'll be seated where you're seated. And guess what I'll be asking someone who's seated here? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Kacheka. Kajua, things are looking better. In some time, nikaingia tu.
Oh, okay. So, alafu, Nini, I used to look at Nini inaitwa Radio Africa, and that hapa hakuna presenter anapata hizi salary zile unafinyana na watu kwa matri. So first salary yako ilikuwa mangapi hapo? Kuzmino jana nilianza na Royal Media, first salary ilikuwa 18,000 shillings.
No, first salary ilikuwa finje.
Tangu ni kuzuri jo. 18 jo, mimi nilianza na 18k. Jana nilimaintain hapo jo.
You know, also sometimes it's you learn how to negotiate. You give yourself a value.
Yes.
Unaelewa? And how I learned that is before I get the Classic, I used to do a telemarketing job at KenCall. That's like 205. I don't know if you ever heard of KenCall.
Yes, KenCall, yeah, naikumbuka.
Sasa hapo hivyo kwa interview, you know, they hype you over how much you can make in commissions. Mimi niko na vision, I can make like 150,000 bob hata ni by how. Unajua house kwa 2 million, 3 million za siku.
Yes.
Boss, do you want to guess how much I made in commissions my first month?
Hata thao.
800 bob.
Yeah, cuz najuaga reality.
9.2 beats, eh?
Yeah, 400.
400 after 2 weeks, 400 after that 2 weeks. Boss, so from there I learned, yani, just ukianza kunegotiate, just ask huku, mtasettle mahali that's comfortable. So tukanza neo finje.
Oh, alafu sasa nini, hii time yote, cause you're still young, uliamua je kusema now I'm not doing basketball anymore?
So you see, because see now, practice time is usually, let's say 4, 5, 6 p.m.
Okay.
But you're on air from, let's say, 4 to 7. So no hakuna time.
Oh, okay.
With time to sedentary life inaingia pombe nini, madem.
Yeah, mawaga, lazima. Sinajua.
Unaelewa tu. And then, you know, basketball doesn't pay anyway, those days.
Yeah, I think even nowadays, does it pay? Hapa Kenya?
I hear Thunder guys are paid decent chums, eh?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alafu, okay, if you see at what's happening in this country, like Rwanda is taking it seriously, yeah?
It's us guys, I just think we pick the wrong leaders. Because I think there's a sports fund. So from all the betting companies, there's money that goes into the sports fund. The sports fund can change the whole sports industry, from guys who will, you know, cameramen, commentators, health, psychiatrists. There's so much that can be done But sasa ukieka tu mtu aelewe kile anafanya tadu.
Alafu so Ken Call kwanza ulifanyaga for long? And did you ever get like a really good commission? At least is this 1 month where you saw maybe the house can be a reality?
Yeah, I think I was there for maybe 6 months. And then I went to Celtel. East and Yeltel side. Airtel. Yeah, there's a time I made like 30 G's.
Commissions?
Yeah. Because on 800 the next month kakuja 2000 because you can't quit una quit utafanya nini na mademu penda kuuliza mtu what do you do for a living saila una job so so I stayed there for like 5-6 months. So after like month 3 I got the hang of it.
Oh damn. Yeah, because I always find that job to be super hard. You're convincing people to do what?
Let me tell you, in this life and I believe mtu akimaliza high school hapo before look for a sales job. Ufanye ufutwe kazi, look for another one. Ufanye ufutwe kazi. By the time you get the hang of it, because everything in life is sales.
Yes. Yeah.
Everything in life is sales. So once you learn how to talk to people, you'll be able to sell. You get like you bought this Sony, you could have taken a Nikon, or you could have taken a what do you call it? But someone sold the idea that this is better than the other. Subconsciously you'll realize you pick this over the other because of
yes. Okay, alafu nini pia niko na cheki that it's your akuzo viewer. So ukuzo alifanyaga ukakuwa inspired pia na radio. Yeye mwenyewe alikuwa Capital ama alikuwa sikizaga Capital?
So my cousin is called Edward Kwach, the late.
Yeah. Siko najua nini ma?
First cousins.
Damn, yeah, first.
Yeah, mother ni sisters.
Damn, I didn't know that, man. Like for all this time I've known.
Hizo vitu unafichanga tu, unasema tu idol ndio huyo. So him, to me now, like, I'll take you back. So after listening to that Snoop and everything and listening to the radio, him in Geared Radio, I think like 96, 97 when Capital started.
Yes.
But he was older than me by like 7 years. So when we came to start hanging out was during his brother's wedding in 2002, 2003. That's 2 years after high school. So hapo ndio tukaanza kuhang out. So akasikia tuko na vibe, so he'd come call me for drinks, Nini. So that's how I met akina Maina, Nani. So sometimes when you sit with the idol ama mtu amefanya kitu, like if so can do it, I can also do it.
Yes.
But unajua saa kujiingiza kwa hiyo field, hiyo nasema chema cha jiuza, kibaya cha hakunanga shortcut. Either you have it or you don't.
Oh, okay. Damn, yo, so Nini.
Usikia hata sauti ni kama same.
Yes, saizi unaanza kuchekio nini jo. Alafu imajuzi nini limdedishi? Ilikuwa ni cancer ama?
No, he had pneumonia.
Okay. And it was interesting. There's a certain in of his, but now I can't remember it. Kwa Spice FM, one of the things he'd said a few weeks before his death, it was so, I think the name unatumiaga siku hizi ni poignant. Ilikuwa like such an any statement. It was something to do with life and death. The way you're supposed to enjoy today. And it was very eerie, if that's the term I can use. I remember following it up after pass away, because he used to also be friends with a friend of mine. Sijuko na mjua naitwa D.
D,
or DNK.
Yeah, D. The one who works for the airline.
Does he work for the
D is a chick. You're talking about D.
It's a dude.
I know D, the chick.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, okay. I mean, I do D.
Charlie. Life is moving very fast, and tomorrow is not guaranteed. So live today like it's your last day, but plan like you live forever.
Yes. Okay. Alafu now, classic, you stayed for 10 years.
10 or 11, from 2006 to 2017. Yeah, about 11.
About 11. Like, now, uli evolve how much? Wacha tuanze na kitu kama salary. By the time unatoka, is it tenfold? Is it... Because that's the interesting thing about staying in the same place. There are people who never grow, and there are people who grow so much that eventually even living becomes a problem. Have you ever noticed?
Yeah.
Kuna watu who stay in the same place and they don't grow, because ni kama unazoea. Walikuzoea ama wakukuzoea?
The thing, that's what I was telling you, someone needs to get a sales job. You and someone else, if you don't know how to negotiate for yourself, you'll always stay there. Unaelewa? So you give yourself a value, you go and have this conversation, this, and then unaongezewa. Unaelewa? There's a time, I think Churchill was leaving, na ilikuwa imesemekana naingia Nation.
I remember
You
that
remember that time?
Yes.
Wewe watu walipanikwa kwa hiyo kampuni, kila mtu aliitwa na wewe unataka ngapi? Na wewe unataka ngapi? Na wewe unataka ngapi? But there are some people who didn't get called. Obviously they called the on-air talent. I mean, ule mtu washa ma computer ama the person who cleans, they will never get double salary ever. Unaelewa? So you have to know what you're doing. Is it something that you have a negotiating or bargaining chip?
Oh, okay. Na Jalas alikuwa hapa anatuambia some ridiculous figures that presenters get huko. Na kusikia kuna presenters who used to earn over 2M.
Hapo kwa 2M siko sure. But above a meter, yeah. Sasa unajua mtu akishafika kuna level nyingine unaangalia, wasema hii gari umse amebuy. Na pale anaishi. Na flights anachukua. You give, but I know above a meter there's quite a few.
Because iko nafika ile vile wanasema ati flights anachukua ni ule mtu sasa all of a sudden akiingia kwa economy ko is so cramped up.
But you'll find a few years before alikuwa na fly economy, so you just
najua hizo zile za I think but it's life, najua enjoy because vile tumesema tomorrow is not guaranteed. And nani alikuwa mdosi wenyu? I never understood her role from the outside. Mtoko was she alikuwa na wakis peke yake ama alikuwa the whole Radio Africa and she was like a head or something?
So when she was on air, she was I think head of Kiss. And then mine is for Classic.
Mine alikuwa head of Classic, eh?
Yeah. But now she became marketing director or something like that, chief marketing officer, something like that.
Okay.
So now that is overall for Radio Africa. Kwani unamdai nini? Mbona
nauliza tu juu
alikuwa
last week ametrend, unacheki?
Jia?
Alitrend because alikuwa anasema she used to take holidays in January with her girls. And but you guys are broke in January. So the way she'll say something that's factual but in a very disrespectful.
You know that's the same thing I do. I work through December.
Way. Yes.
Then January. Everything is cheaper anyway.
Yes, everything is cheaper. Unachikivo, you see the way you've put it, how she put it, right? You people are broke in January.
So it comes like condescending sort of.
Like condescending. So last week, I think...
You know, sometimes you just have to figure out... You take the information, but don't give it its own meaning. Because it's true, guys will be broke in January.
Yes.
Unaelewa? Watu penda kuingiza feeling, especially when someone who is in status says something. So they just break it down and give it a whole new meaning. It's true, guys will be broke in January. Except Nikodis, who is saving.
And who's planning to party in January. Because December, napataga sijui msame book hoteli Mombasa is like 3 times the price. So inakuwa nini,
and then the place everywhere is full. So I'm like, what's the point? Siniende job, alafu January yo week 2.
Alafu saa pia kitu sija understand your transition from Classic to Radio Maisha. I always feel like Classic iko na ubabi fulani, Radio Maisha ni raya ya kawaida. And this is something that I find interesting. Pia vile niko naona pia Jalasa na chapa hizo switch na shindo like how do you guys need that switch and you're not afraid that I'm going to basically a very different audience?
You know me, when I was approached by TJ Papa Tom Japani, it's like, hey, I've heard you, and I felt like I'd stagnated to the Classic.
Yeah.
And then unajua pia at some point when you're offered an job, you can use that as a bargaining chip, uongeze mshahara hii side. Lakini nilikuwa nimestagnate kidogo the last 2-3 years. This guy called me akaniambia, hey, would you like this opportunity? And I'm like, hey, I'm not good in Swahili to begin with. Kaniambia, we come to ikigonga ukuta, we are planning to start English radio station.
So spice, your backup.
Nikaingia huko nikaambia, Nick, ukumbuke hii station ina watu waongeaga Kiswahili. Mother I started watching that 7 p.m. Nini, Swahili news. So eventually I learned a bit of Swa. Well, imagine sasa, let me give you a challenge. Say, the PS in charge of water has come through to South Sea to dig 4 boreholes. He says that he plans to do 7 more in the next coming months. Say that in Swahili. Bila kumaulimi.
Yes.
Na bila kudedi.
Katibu!
So I used to work with Mwakideo. When it's time to do now like the interview session, naambia sasa wewe, kabla nianze kumwana kichwa, I would describe what we're about to do with all the words you can as I gather psych. Just say if he talks for like 5, 6, 7 minutes, that's 5, 6, 7 minutes later to start. Swahili ilikuwa nipiga chenga bro, but eventually I learned because you know, it is what it is. Job mpaka ifanywe.
So ilikuchukua how long? Because your switch hiyo switch mimi naichukua hata kama someone who I feel like my Swahili ni in quotes better kushinda yako, but I still struggle with that switch. I feel like it's such a drastic. Because you have to know your audience.
So I tried, so I'd mix it with English a bit. Then I left, what do you call it, the breakfast show.
Yes.
Nikapewa rumba. So nayo rumba nikaanza kuifanya kama ile Kiswahili ya Wakongo. So it's kidogo broken, it's kidogo nini, yani I just do it my own way. Nikaanza kushika tu hivyo. Because you know everyone who works Swahili, normally a guys who grew up in the coast. So they all kind of sound the same. So unaelewa. So nikafanya hiyo. I became a very big show.
Okay.
It's called Papanic. Yes, sir.
And now how do you find yourself at Hot 96? Like what happens? You ni FA alikupidungia ama?
I was called by Vini, but you know FA is the overall head. So nikakam nikajoin. Nilitoka tu hii side ingine kabla anza tu hizo mambo zao. So umesikia vile anagado.
Damn.
So it was,
kabla kanze kunuka.
Manze, so it was just luck. Nikapata hiyo. Na huko ndio
Sasa uka switch back to ubabi sasa.
Back to English.
Okay. Alafu your time ulikuwa na replace Jalas ama? Who are you replacing?
Yes, Jalas. It's after Jalas had left. So it can get kafanya naye. And there's been a few changes. You know, guys leave. So you switch guys around. So nowadays I do drive from 4 to 7.
Yeah, and I do drive. So but kila try ku understand ni what makes someone like accept to be poached, because when you kipochiwa it's also a risk that you're taking, because you're coming from a very stable wherever, you're going to an unfamiliar territory where you might work, you might not work. So normally how easy offers zinakuwaga double, zinakuwaga 20%, zinakuwaga 30%, like normally how significant is the offer?
It could be anything. Unajua sasa ni bargaining power yako. Mtu anaweza kuongeza so na wewe ukatae. In fact, there's a book I was reading in psychology, never ever take the first offer. Unaelewa? Because if they have this offer, inamaanisha they could possibly have more. So they need to see if you'll settle for that. And if you settle for less than what you're worth, you'll always be worth less than what you settled for. So you pull back. If they really want you,
they'll call
back. Then you eventually, maybe the second or third offer, una accept.
Okay. Vini bado yuko nini?
Bado yuko huko.
Wasa msali
Vini, Cynthia, Efe, the whole squad. I hear the guys who worked there from when, like 2000 when it started.
Yeah. Because Vini nilimpata na nikamwacha. Mi sikusurvive huko jo. Nilichujwa job na Jimmy Gatu jo.
Pole, do you need a hug?
I need you ile. So Jimmy alinichujaga, so I think I worked there tuliendoko 2004. It's always very interesting to see, like I see a whole TV station, I see what, so I know that place has changed kabisa.
It's changed.
Because ile place kulikuwa na pool uko nyuma, nasikio pool ilizimwa.
Yeah, so now it's like a whole building.
It's a whole building. Uko ndio TV iko?
No, there's I think radio stations in there.
And
TV then I'm thinking, TV, oh yeah, there's like a big hall behind. I don't know if that's where the pool used to be, but I was told generally, because I never found the pool when I joined.
Yeah. Kulikuwa na pool hapo.
Then that must be the one, because it's near the fence, yeah.
Yeah, so I used to be paranoid because I can't swim. So nilikuwa natembeaga karibu na hiyo pool.
Ilikuwa na maji?
Yeah, ilikuwa na maji, yeah.
Guys used to swim in the evening or what?
No one used to swim, but he just had water. And I don't know why it used to have water. Maybe kuna watu walikuwa na swim
kitambo when it was still an apartment block.
So kulikuwa na hivyo, alafu even there used to be at some point tulikuwa tunaletewa subsidized lunch hapo kwa hiyo area ya Nini, but I'm sure saizi ilikama ikajaa design, there's no even space for subsidized lunch.
Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. Mulikuwa wengi hizo time?
Zia tukwa wengi hivyo. Nakwambia like nowadays.
A long time ago. Ikiwa bado inaitwa YFM.
Yes. Mi nilitoka ikiwa YFM ikachenjiwa ikakuwa Hot 96.
Hiyo time akina Jimmy Gathu alikama kama PC.
Jimmy Gathu alikuja akatuvuruga hapo jo. Ikakuwa but sasa nini of course mkawak na Jeff. So Jeff, how is it working na mse kama huyo, cause he's a super, I don't know if I can call him a superstar, but he has a certain unakuwaga nile imposter syndrome where you're thinking, damn, do I actually belong next to this guy?
You know, now what I realized in life is there's some people and a lot of people who go about and live their dream and we admire them, but they're just people like us.
Yes.
The only difference is their accomplishment. So when you look at it that way, you come in, you look for their strength, they look for your strength, then you align together. Unaelewa? So I'd learn, interviews and interview process from him because he's done it for a while.
Yeah.
He learns spontaneity from me. So it's like a give and take. Lakini ukiingia tu job na unaangalia tu, wow, you'll never get around to working. And I get, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alafu sasa, with that, do you prep? Mlikuwa mna prep asubuhi? Because like, you're supposed to show up 2 hours before the show.
See, now after the show, you prep for tomorrow. Because if it's
so
breakfast.
after. Okay.
Like to me, it's meaning I prepped in the morning. By the time I get to job, my prep is ready and what I'm going to do. The whole day could be a prep time. But this person we're interviewing tomorrow, then you pick stories here and there, and then you do the rest of the show.
Okay. Alafu saizi, of course, unadu drive. But sasa umekuwa radio for how many? Over 16 years?
19.
19 years, eh?
In July it'll be 20.
How much do you think it's changed since hizo siku? Because I feel like there's a time when radio presenters were like superheroes. Is that the same thing right now? I don't know. I
can't speak for as a radio presenter. There's some people who meet me and they're like, wow, Nick. And I'm like, what is it? You know.
Yeah.
And then the other people who were like, Ati, you're who? I've never heard of you. But you see, back in the day, there was radio and TV. Sai kuna podcast, kuna streaming, kuna YouTube, kuna Viusasa. There's so much. So we're like in a big pool, but everyone has their own portion to shine. Yeah, I'm grateful to God. I've done 19 years.
Yeah, 19 years is a long time.
It's a long time, bro.
Damn, me podcasting ikinipatia 19 years.
I think see now like you podcast, you can do it forever if you have what it takes. Kuna watu wengine wamejaribu podcast nagonga ukuta after episode 3 wanaachana nayo.
Yeah, inakuwaga hivyo ati inakuwa ni 97% of podcast fail after episode 3.
You see?
Because I think pia unajua at least radio you start with a significant audience, yes? With podcast you'll start with like 10 people.
Or less.
Yes. So now ukianza now, see 10 people ni wewe mwenyewe, you're part of the audience, the editor, family and friends wale wanakusupport. And then you try. Then when I notice it's 3 months later, these 10 people have turned to 15. Then you give up. Kumbe you should have just continued.
And then also, a lot of people are not taught this. That failure is part of the joy of the journey. Mi nakwambia siku ya kwanza niliingia kwa redio. Hey, heartbeat, Nini, your tense. Hata nikamwambia Maina, no, just put it down. Tuachane na hii story. Akaniambia hiyo redio ya bana. Weka mic ongea. Nilikuwa naongea but eventually you overcome the nervousness.
Yes, and you end up being like whoever. So voiceovers, do you also do zile sasa ni maybe for commercials? Because of course kulikuwa na XYZ. XYZ uko na do how many characters?
I used to do
Raila?
The main one was Kev. Raila used to be done by someone else. I used to do Obama at some point. Then random characters, because there's lots of people who can do these things.
Yes. I think the hardest voice, according to Mimi, the hardest voice mufil ni Uhuru Kenyatta. I've never had anyone do Uhuru mpaka mwowed. See, like the way when you're doing ukifanya Raila, I'll be like, damn.
Yeah.
This is Raila. Like if I'm not looking, I'll think it's Raila. Nacheki. But Uhuru, somehow people can't do his voice because Ruto wasofanyaga voice yake.
My friend, safari hii
tutaingia
hapa iko Nini podcast. Vijana safari hii we must. What's that story he gave out last week that wasn't making sense?
Ila maji. You don't need
he says the weirdest
thing.
We need
water. Yes.
So even now, like Ruto, I don't know if it sounds almost like him, but it's something you keep practicing. So I feel like that XYZ maybe just hadn't gotten someone who has practiced it enough. Because you have to practice, let me tell you.
Yes.
Like, I'm here on the podcast with my friend Wafrika about Yako. You get? Yes. So you practice until now you can just switch it on. I know everything about podcasts. And podcasts are the future. I know everything about, So ni practice too.
Oh, okay. Alafu, nani Trump namchukuagaje? Because I always call him a clown. And I call him a clown because I feel like he has such a powerful job. But bado yoshindaga akisema vitu kama hizo. I know everything about. I know everything.
I think shouldn't. We are a reflection of, our leaders are a reflection of our society. Is that the saying? Yeah, he has bluffed his way through presidency. He's gone once, left, and come back again. And I think the world is going that way in a lot of ways. It's like the same way some guys voted for someone who was asked, what is climate change? And he said climate change ni kitu poa, unajua saa zingine kunajua, saa zingine inabidi inyeshe or something like that. And there are people who voted for such a guy.
You alikuwa nani? I remember this.
The guy with what's his name? Salasia.
Yeah. Oh. but I think
I'm a
Salasia.
Climate change ni nini? What's climate change to you?
Climate change. Najua climate change. Najua from a Greta perspective.
Ati jana kulikuwa na mvua leo kuna.
Najua vile like the way we are messing up Earth for ourselves. Of course not for Earth. Because I think that's the part people get twisted that somehow Earth inakufa. It's sisi, we are messing it up for ourselves. Najua.
In fact, it's nice you mentioned it. You know, do you have kids?
Yeah, I have a daughter, yeah.
How old?
She's 10.
10. When we were 10, you could go outside just to catch ladybirds, butterflies, bumblebees doing waingo. Tell me when was the last time you saw a butterfly here in South Sea?
Yeah, maskwagi.
Unaelewa? And we're not doing anything about it. So our kids, what are they going to be doing?
Itakuwa tricky. Like nature.
We are messing it up.
Nature inakuwaga nini. So yeah, and out of those, like according to you, which is your favorite voice to do? Do you have one that you just enjoy? Unaonaga like you've embodied it. Of course, kuna hiyo Kef John Yange.
Kef. Yeah, Baba. Pia tu impersonate to accent Nigerian. Unaelewa? Somali, you can get South Sea has a lot of Somalis or Eastleigh.
Yeah.
It's just having fun with it. Unajua reaction ya move mtu amesikia is now what gives me joy. You tell this one I hit it. You know?
Yes. Okay. And Nini, so hizi nataka tuongee your personal life, yes? So there's this story I was seeing where you lost 2 sons?
I lost a son. But we had like 2 losses before. So one was a miscarriage, one had to be done. Then now the son. Okay.
How old was your son?
3 days.
3 days.
3 or 4.
Okay. You look gani? Is it that there's something I learned about kids where I think it's called instant death, where kid dies from nowhere? Ama did was the kid born with a certain condition? Kuna something that inaitagwa, like I don't know if
no.
You know the term.
The kid was born on a Friday. It was that time for COVID. So I went saw him, then let the mom be. Then on Tuesday I was told it's gone. It is what it is.
And cause of that?
They're saying when he was born, you're supposed to chomoa some water from the lungs, Nini. So it's basically like drowning. They didn't pump him out because those days you get into the hospital, you're told to leave immediately after because it was natural.
Okay.
Yeah. So ikaisha tu hivyo.
Because I don't know what it's called, but I learned about this because I think there's someone that I hosted that went through that. I think it's a lady. Instant death. It's something like it's a weird thing that happens with kids, and that's why unaonaga when a baby is small, mothers are very instinctual. Naga if the kid doesn't do something in a certain period of time, they start panicking. I think it's ni instincts zetu. So kuna kuwaga na hiyo condition where a kid just goes to nini, hana any shida yote ya maangalio, wakaona ni buheri wa afya, and the kid just never ninis. So
he died after 4 days.
So hii time uko wapi? By the time this happens, are you on radio? Are you?
In fact, it was supposed to be like a Father's Day gift. Like June? So born June 28th. So I was supposed to start Jobo on 96 July 1st.
Okay.
So that was like a perfect gift kamla ningie. Alafu it happen. So first I just started Joboing too.
Alafu the miscarriage was before that ama after?
Yeah, before.
Same lady?
Same lady.
Oh damn man, that's hard on her.
Yeah, it was. But ni mambo ya Mungu.
Yeah, una nini?
But we have another kid with her who was born before that one. And we co-parent.
Okay. Uko how old size?
5.
Oh, women's majuzi. When you first born?
I have a 14-year-old.
Oh, ningeshindwa jo. Because nachikiwa ni silver car sisi.
No. So they have 2 baby mamas. So the first one is 14, then now this one is 5.
Si umemarika?
Yeah.
Kuzunjua kusema baby mama.
See, they're my baby, they're the mothers of my baby. Si mimi ndo nitengeneza hao watoto.
Yeah. Okay. And nini, so time kayo mtu movaje from that one? Because I always feel like the loss of a child is somehow different from the loss.
It is the most painful thing, bro. I think I even started smoking that time. I smoked for 4 years. I said, God, why? But eventually you just accept. It takes a lot of time. And accept. But you have to go through the whole process of healing, you know. Denial, acceptance, depression. Hizo zote until you get to the part where you just accept. Alafu, you let it be.
Alafu you time sasa now you just start the new job and you just try to forget.
You can never forget. Hata saa zingine, like I play basketball, there's some kids who come, wacheza hapo hivyo, unaangalia, sema, nani huyu angekuwa hapa, you know. So, it is what it is, man. Tadu nini? Wezi question Mungu.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, sikuwagi religious, but I understand what you...
Ukuwangi religious?
Sikuwagi religious.
You're spiritual. Like even me, I'm spiritual. I believe good things will happen. But kuna zingine unaangalia hivyo, sema, huu pastor, history. You know.
Mujoke jua religion, mujoke jua ke from the perspective ya. Kulikuwa na buda alikuwa anaandika column, anaitwa Philip Ochieng. Ulikuwa unajua? So Philip used to also be an atheist like me, but Philip's unatikia, okay, I'm an atheist. Philip's alikuwa, he was much older. Ama ilikuwa ni Philip, I think it was Philip. Philip Ochieng. He was much older. And I remember there's an article he wrote, alikuwa na enjoy religion. But for me, I always look at it from the perspective of mini mjaka. Nambua Islam, lazima watu wakatwe, sindio? Christianity, that was a whole covenant. But nikienda Ocha, like 9 out of 10 dudes I find in Ocha don't even have that message. So I'm there like, maybe this is not my God, because my ancestor would have known that Deiki, it's very important in these religions. Yes, but now kitu fani ni Ocha kwetu kuna church naitwa Nomia.
Nomia, I've heard of it.
Yes, so Nomia church now does like circumcision after 7 days. Okay. So you'll find hapo, our jaka wa hapo, wako circumcised. After the rest of the community, ukienda kwa Aora, ushaenda Aora.
Aora, yeah, si Rivayala is name I shag.
Yeah. So ukienda Aora, pale mnaoga uko like, hey, watu hapa naitaka ngozine. Watu wako na ngozine hapa. I take it. So to me, such little things where I don't think a whole community can be wrong. But then eventually, of course, you come and find out that it's 30% of men on earth who are circumcised, 70% are not. But by then, this, you see, like a religion like Islam, that's very important. So it means that wajaka kwa Islam makes no sense, ndio? Alafu tuende kwa Christianity kuna hiyo. I think hata kuna time Moses Kuria, when he was campaigning against Raila, alitumia hiyo kama excuse yake. Alisema hata Mungu alisema watu watahiri. Sawa kama watu. Unacheki. So that's one of the things. I just started questioning because there's so much things that are inconsistent where you look
that
at...
inconsistencies and any. I feel like as Africans, we have our own religion, our own culture that we should go back to and live that way. Because me, yes, I don't go to church.
Yes.
But I believe in good and bad. Okay? And if you do good, so your day will just go well, which is how life was when before. Make a few sacrifices, good things will come your way. But now, vile vitu zinaenda, it's a bit tricky, man.
Yeah. Nakuaga hivyo. I think there's this comedian, nitakuaga nani yo, Jim Jeffries. Juko namjua, some Australian comedian. He says that the whole Bible should just be turned into one sentence. Don't be a cunt.
Don't be a cunt.
Yeah, like isikue, just be kind to people, just walk around life, don't be an asshole, let people be. Unajua hizo vitu. Alafu pia niko na check up a story ingine like juu yako kuna the 2016 altercation. Nashindo hii ni gani tena? There's no more details about it. You know altercation.
Achana na hizo story.
Kwani
Achana na hizo.
Piga na amen na mtu. Unajua amen? Amen unajua?
Amen ni ngumi.
Amen ni wrestling. Enyewe kwa watu wajui chikile mu teach waziwaikwa nini kijaka. Jueni Nick ukiangalia history yake si mtu wa thug rock. So hizi jua amen. Hauko ndida? Ulikuwa unapeleka gocha as a kid?
Yeah, for Christmas.
Yeah, hamkuisikia tu raya inakujia tu raya za ocha iko tu wamerabiwa go amen. Yeah.
Amen nini?
Ni wrestling.
No,
So it means that part of Luo culture back in the days, wrestling was part of it. Najua kuwrestle. So tuko tunaendaga hivyo alafu nachiki. Mpaka there's a whole name for it. Nachikile amen. I guess sasa yetu ni amen. It has to be double E.
No, there's no wrestling. But we'd go adong boxing.
Hey,
because around that time when we used to go to Shags a lot, Mike Tyson was big. So everyone wanted to be like Tyson.
Yeah.
So biwago adong.
Alafu ndo kitu moja ile musamaga. Like I always feel like we deny our kids so many opportunities. Because ukienda all these places, you want to tell me there's no a Mike Tyson somewhere? Ujakani ule.
And that's what I mentioned earlier, sports fund needs to do a lot more. Because I feel like the only thing we are churning out in huge numbers in this country is boda riders. But footballers, basketballers, swimmers. I haven't mentioned to you, you know my dream also at some point was to be the fastest runner in the world. And I ran against Frankie Fredericks in 2002.
Okay. No, will you do? How good were you?
It was on grass, so like 11 point, maybe 1. Because he beat me, obviously. He had come to KU. But there was no one to harness that. Because now if you can do it on grass...
Have 11 point without training, without...
No, I used to train.
But without a diet, without like aukuwa a strict regimen.
No, you just go to internet, and there's a coach. So the thing is just to get the form right. And your breathing. So the breathing, if you never get it right, that knocks off like a second at the beginning or at the end. And then also how you finish it.
Yes.
So a lot of people in the world can do 10.5, 10.9, 11.2. So between 10.5 and 11, that's 1 second. But knocking off that 1 second can take you a long time. Then you get to sub 10.5, that's now where superhuman Nini kicks in, you get? So even here we get a lot of people going to 10.5. Kwanza on AstroTurf, 10.5 is achievable. But sasa, hauna kiatu, some guys are running barefoot, you're running the wrong shoes. Unaelewa?
Alafu nini, because when ulikuwaga mtu athletics, so I don't know kama that time you used to watch your diet. So at what point do you start forgetting your diet mpaka sasa ikabidi kuja back to OMAD?
Si hapo pale nilipata job. Unajua sasa ukiona 50,000, you can afford pretty much anything. So ni machipo, nini, beer, sedentary life. Kwa time kitambi ilikuwa hivi bro. So... And then, it takes a toll on your health. So
yes.
I had to do something about it. And when you go to doctors, they just tell you, hey, you might need to lose weight, you might need to exercise, but they don't tell you the effects long term if you don't.
So which effects were you getting? Like what was that one thing that made you feel like, damn, maybe it's time to lose?
The worst apnea. You know what apnea is?
Sleep apnea. Nasikiaga sleep apnea.
And then you choke in your sleep. So basically your knees collapse. When you relax, so you always choke in your sleep. So hapo siri na kwanga, you either lose weight or
you die
eventually.
Oh, okay. So the last time your sleep apnea happened, ilikuwa hii mwaka? Because hii mwaka ndio umeanza.
Yeah. I got tired of the apnea. Because now it takes a toll on you. Because now even when you sleep, when it's time to sleep, you can't sleep 100% because you're very conscious. So you do like a 70, 80%. So you're always exhausted. And then you become moody, irritable, and it affects how you relate with people. So I had to do something. But I had brought a whole bunch of incentives to lose weight. So the apnea, look better, wear tracksuits. Have you ever seen a fat old man?
Yeah.
How old?
No.
Mtu wa 70 mnono, ama 65. Kuna mahali hati nasema, it's enough.
Unless uko na doya atuoli. Atuoli si ni
atuoli is not fat. Me, I'm talking about ile fat ya, watu we can run around you for exercise.
Yeah.
Mtu akikaa kwa hii kiti hezi toshea. Those ones don't stay forever.
Okay. Konene, nimeinterrupt show kukuremind juu ya Lemfi. Kama uko US ama Canada na unataka kutuma do Kenya, register kwa Lemfi ukitumia promo code EKONENE. Hii itakuguarantee $20 cashback on your first $100 transaction. Alafu pia time una register, make sure umetick the 2 checkboxes za notifications ndio ukireceive info about amazing offers through newsletters. Na pia usijali, Lemfi hawatumagi hizi letters za, yani unajua like ma messages za kipumbavu. Pia usisahau, every time una transact $50 and above una earn points. Na the more una transact, the more points you earn and you can redeem them as cash ile time unatuma pesa. Alafu pia kitu nanibamba kabisa ni saizi ukitumia Lemfi mzabaki umelipa pay bills na till numbers directly. That means mzabaki umehandle bills za maparo wako ukiwa hizo maside za States ama maside za Canada. Alafu pia we mwenyewe as a Lemfi user baki umetafuta ile button imeandikwa get USD $20, ubaki umeinvite mabeste zako, na ukiinvite mabeste zako on their first $100 transaction unapata pesa ngapi? $20 cashback. So unangoja nini? Baki umechangamka, ingia Lemfi. Lemfi, international payments for everyone. Eko nene. So ukifanya OMAD, are you counting calories ama what are you doing to make sure that you don't overeat? Kuzanza kula once na ukume overeat.
So what happens?
Lazima nianze na Buddha. You've lost that weight.
I've lost like 25 kgs.
Damn, that's in that span of?
Like 5 months.
Damn, man, that's a level of discipline, man.
And then one thing I realized is, so you see now, like, let's say our lives, because we're always seated, we don't burn the energy that we, So I did a lot of research, okay? So I eliminated carbohydrates. But I have a cheat day. When I hang out with the kids, I take them to eat chipo and all these things. I'll eat chips. But now I burn more than I consume. And then one day I looked through my weight loss, because I got to a point where I was doing almost like a kg a week.
Oh.
Yeah. What happens is this fat, when you're not consuming more, like let's say bread and all this, this is stored energy. So when you exert pressure on your body, like let's say it's treadmill or running up and down, high intensity interval training like basketball, or this is what is burnt. Then, wait for it, 84% of your weight loss comes out as carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
You get? And the rest as water. So basically, and breathe it out. So when I realized that, I said, you know what? So when I buy bike, I do treadmill, I do basketball. So even now, because I've lost so much, now I've snack in a second, like a mini meal. I can do like a snack in between somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But once you eliminate it in my chapo, like ugali, rice, like I do like a tumbukiza, like 1.5 kgs will take me a week. So one potato, maybe some greens and meat.
So how your discipline unaitoa wapi? Because those unhealthy foods are sweet, eh?
You know, it's now you just have to look at why are you doing it. Because you know, the thing now with me, the gym is downstairs, the treadmill is downstairs, the basketball is there, the bike is there. But you see, sometimes if you have to travel from here to another place to do exercise, utasema wacha leo. And then when you go to some gyms, some people, day one, you know why you want to lose weight, wanakuweka nati zingine so intense. Tomorrow you're aching so much, unasema let me just heal. Kidogo sema let me give it a day. Kidogo maachana na gym. So it's you to just say, every day at 10, tashuka chini, nicheze. Nisipocheza leo, nitaingia treadmill. Nisipoingia treadmill leo, nitabike. So nowadays I do 1.5 hours of biking. Thrice a week. Just from like 2 weeks ago, I bought a bike like 2 weeks ago.
So na bike around the neighborhood ama unaenda hata
and I go around. It's a mountain bike. Naangalianga huko Masioki Mauna, huko nini, huko ICD, huko nyuma. Come back.
Oh, okay. That's really dope. And so this journey, so ulianza ukiwa, what was your weight? How may lose 25 kgs?
About 118, 119.
Okay, kusumia hata ungeniambia ningefikiri maybe ilikuwa so.
Sasa ndio niko 95.
Damn, okay. But hiyo discipline lazima nini. So hiyo ni, so OMAD, msa nataka kudu OMAD, like what would be your advice? Me kudu OMAD ni hard, I just need to cut on the carbs.
I would suggest maybe you reduce by 1 meal first, then you start eating intermittently the two, then you get a rhythm, then now you reduce. Because you see, now doing it abruptly, some people give up easily. So, and there are things you like. So kama ni ugali, useme ugali nitakula once every 3 days. And then you figure out how you're going to burn the exercise. Like even if it's exercising, let's say you're treadmilling.
Yes.
Say I'm going to treadmill for, like me, I say I'm listening to 5 amapiano songs. Unaelewa? By the time I listen to the 4th one, I know I'm almost doing 30 minutes. Unaelewa?
Ya kuzizo vitu nakuwaga refu.
And then the tempo is up. So you look for how you're going to do your exercise. Ukisema, I'm going to do 1 hour. Ukisema, umefika 40 na umechoka, stop there.
Yes.
But start with 5 minutes. After 2 weeks, increase it to 15 minutes. After a month, increase it to 20. hivyo si atuingie tu unataka kurun kama Kipchoge ati kwa treadmill 2 hours itachizi bro.
Okay.
Rome wasn't built in a day, so you start small, increase until now you get, if you do something for consistently for 21 days, it becomes a habit.
With your weight, it was only sleep apnea. Was there another problem that ulikuwa nayo? Was there, because that's another thing that I hear is when you lose a lot of weight, like you start feeling like even other pains that you used to have, they disappear. So did you have any other pains? Ama ulikuwaga tu ni sleep apnea?
No, it was apnea, and then now you pant when you do small things. You're just generally healthy. You don't look nice. You don't feel nice. Nguo pia kupata ni pressure. So apnea was the number one. Yeah, but you see that comes with cholesterol and all. It's just health basically.
Yeah. Okay. At least umefanya nini? Tatry kuluzi kitambi because I go to the gym consistently nowadays. That's one thing ile mwaga nayo. You know, like the way you know your qualities. One of my qualities, if I commit, I commit. I don't half-ass anything.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that. The only thing is diet. Mi nitatoka gym pale alafu nione chapo ni grab.
No, chapo is good,
So
but
that
now
means the kitambi stays.
but now if you want to eat that, then you'll have to do more in the gym. Like, do you treadmill on flat, or you incline it?
And I incline. But mu incline too just to warm up. So I think for vile mudishi chapo nafaa kuincline, nafaa kumake sure that every day at least I do 30 minutes of the treadmill. Ile sasa hiyo just to burn hizo calories za
ukikula mkate asubuhi, ukule chapo lunch, ukule ugali jioni, I don't think you can treadmill enough to burn all that fat, you know.
Mi nakwanga tu hiyo, like you'll find maybe one chapati a day, but it's still enough calorie. Like wheat
that
is not
a lot.
Yes, wheat is a
kukata
lot.
kitambi, you'll have to eliminate the carbs kabisa. Try it for like maybe a month uone, because they say you should be able to lose 1.5, ukienda extreme 1.5% of your weight per week. So if you can do 1, you have really tried.
Okay. Yeah, 1.5%. Okay, I think I'll try that. Kuna zile vitu
na ukishapata rhythm after like 21 days unaangalia kwa mira, me I believe kitambi nawezaenda
21 days.
21, if you do something every day for 21 days, it becomes now your habit.
Damn,
It becomes now you.
I need to do that. I think pia partially naweza blame wife, because kuna ile time
wife ataki mademu akuona. I see where the problem is.
Yes, I think ni hivyo jo, because utapata kuna mpaka time uliza jo ni gani hizi jo, because the fact that ni coastal kuja napata pilau jo, sasa hii ni sukari tupu. Unajua ukitrai kulose weight, pilau ni sukari.
But you can
Just look at it.
ukikula tu yo pilau to your portion, a decent one, but once a day. You see now the rest of the time when you're walking up and down, your body is consuming the energy that's stored.
Yes.
So wife atakupikia, but now you pick how much you'll eat, how often.
Yeah, so mi nakwaga zile za unashinda sasa ni gani hizi. But another thing, juu yako ni unakwaga a car enthusiast. So gari ulijipata ni juu, because muambia gari to live at some point I was a car enthusiast, and that was when I was single. Why? Because car will get you pussy. But there are people who enjoy driving. You just enjoy driving.
I enjoy driving, and also I know where to get them. You know, sometimes when you have loaded friends or you go to auctions, you'll get a nice deal. Kama hii December hivi before 20th hapo. Because you see now, like let's say a car is when the year jumps, the value goes down.
Yes.
So they have to sell at whoever is going to give the best price before Krisi. So that's usually a nice time to buy from auction.
Yeah.
So hata hii hapo 21st hapo hivyo Mungu akionekania siwezi kosa deal.
So we are talking about like what sort of cars and what sort of deals?
I prefer German cars. I find they're easier to maintain because I know where to get the parts.
Niyo ni ujaka tu, see.
I would have bought a Toyota, but these people who are normally carjacking and stealing, I don't want my insurance payout to be very soon from my family.
So kama saizi Kenya next year tunaanza kupata 2019s,
Yeah.
So saizi unasema 2018s will be
2018s, 2016s, 2014s. You see now like a 2015 will be now 11 years in January.
yes.
So ukienda kwa yard pale, a lot of people like to be financed, but now you see cars above 8 years can't be financed. So you need unakuja na cash, and cash is king.
Okay. Oh, so you get a good deal,
Yeah.
Okay. And those old ones, can you actually get one that's not used local? Because used local zinakuwaga na disadvantage ya haujui kai kuenatumika na raya ipelekagi service.
So unajua sasa kama wewe ni mse unapenda magari, like for me, if the engine is running and the gearbox is the transmission is working, the rest I can work on.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the heart of the vehicle. Radiator za baingine, suspension can, lakini engine na gearbox kama imechapa, it's a big expense.
Oh, okay. So ukitafuta deals kama hizo unatafuta hapa within Nairobi unaendaga Mombasa?
Nairobi tu.
Because kuna msalini dea majuzi tulikuwa na Andrew Kibe. This was when last week on Friday. So the show that dropped on Saturday, and we were talking, and I told him that my dream car is that that Land Rover Defender wannabe inaitwa Jetua T2.
Oh, those Chinese cars, eh?
Yes, that Jetua T2. Nice. I feel like it looks really nice. I hope it drives like it looks. So ndio msee akabaki ameniambia buda jo kuja ground hapa Mombasa uone magari, ndio ukimake decision you make the right decision.
I think when you're buying something you like, you don't even consult. Wewe ufanya research yako, you say this is what I want, unaenda unabuy. You see now like you like the Jetua, hiyo ndio unabuy. Ule msa anataka Land Rover Defender, abuy.
Hii Land Rover Defender hiyo siwezi fika bei at least.
Imagine utafika tu siku moja. They're still expensive now for everyone, but zitashuka tu.
Although pia Jetua pia bado ni expert. Na hizo gari za nini wazionaje? Gari za China, because I heard they've started taking over South Africa. How long do you think itachukua before they start taking over huku kwetu? Because South Africa zimeanza kutake over.
But South Africa, their taxing is very different.
Kusisi tunanyoroshwa.
Vibaya. So for us, we'd rather get like a used Benzo than buy a brand new vehicle. Unaelewa? Hizi taxes zingeweka tu vizuri. Everyone just gets a car, you know?
Yeah, because I think, and do you think we can ever solve that, the tax regime? Because it's so bad that we end up buying 80-year-old cars at the price of brand new ones. You understand? If you come to this very high-end Range Rovers, you know we buy it at the price of a brand new one. Because upata unaenda kwa yard, unaambua this Range Rover is 10 million shillings. Sindio? 10 million tukiconvert to dollars is around $80,000. $80,000 you're getting a brand new 2026 Range Rover. So it's washanza kuzaza 2026, yes?
You see now the problem is the taxing regime is based on the retail price from the people who sell them locally.
Yeah.
Naelewa sasa wakishaka bei, that's what they deal with.
See, kitu fani ni, it's not even that. Kuna best yangu fulani, he does precast housing, yes? It's called Amos Kibaru. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's always pushing Nini. So he bought a Chinese car. And in China, the price that he bought, he knew using Kenyan taxes, the final price was supposed to spend was it 4.8? Do you know he ended up spending 6.8? KRA walimwambia just because umeipata huko China cheap, haimaanishi sisi tuta kucharge nini. So they don't care. They look at the local price instead of the sourcing.
So you know that's that price for, let's say, inch cape, how much they sell it for. That's how they'll devalue it to give the taxes. And it is what it is. I mean, what I do?
Yeah, it's
unless you want to run for president, and change that.
And change that, because I feel like even we should encourage people to get electric cars. Kenya hakuna hiyo.
Asiwezi endesha electric car, bro.
Kwa nini?
Ya nini sasa? Mjaluo tu ni achane tu 4.4 V8 hapo bibi electric car.
Sindio, because at some point mtu ata 0 to 100
haiwezi.
Hautakuwa tempted.
Siwezi atafikiria.
Ukienda hizi country ushai drive in an electric car?
No, I've been in this Uber electrics.
But Tesla.
I've never been.
I think you need to do that. Kuna best yangu. Ninakwambia kuna best yangu fulani alinibeba na his electric car. Brayo, tell shout out. And there's not even about electric car. There's something about a Tesla. I hate Elon Musk, but I loved being in that Tesla.
What do you hate about Elon Musk?
I always find to be a racist. There's a genocide in South Africa. There's no genocide in South Africa. He's a trillionaire. He knows there's no genocide. Ukienda place kama Cape Town, it's so white you'll think you're in a white country. Sindio? so for him to spread such rumors wagani vile anatuchukia. Alafu have you noticed he always reposts if there's a black criminal, he'll always repost. Endo angalia nini yake on if he's ever reposted a white criminal. He doesn't do that.
Following him, but I'll take a look at it.
Yes. So that's one of the things sipendi juu yake. Hata juko tunaongea journey. But yes, electric ukipata chance ya kuingia kwa Tesla alafu kwanza mtukae nikosho unapenda speed enda tu itestiwe tu kidogo. Speed tu kidogo alafu utulie. Mimi sikuagi mtu wa speed. Me just love
I leisurely drive.
Yes. So never owned a Benzo, but nikuasikiza gama rap songs, people talking about Benzes. So always think about Benz, but I also think about practicality. So life yangu, I feel like juu nendaga nezataka kitu nezaenda nayo ocha. So I think an SUV makes more sense.
Hata kuna Mercedes SUVs.
Hizo sasa bei yake ni Dad, kuna moja tulienda nayo road trip tunamanga. Damn, I loved it. It was a GLE. Damn, I loved that, man. It's one of those zile uko.
Nunua bwana. Don't limit yourself. You'll be here forever.
Yeah. Okay, so dream car yako ni gani?
Dream car? Wow.
Because tulikuwa na Kibe said his dream ni S550 brand new. Ile he's the first one. Ile unaitoanisha makaratasi. Like, you know, like you.
I wouldn't mind like a Rolls for a saloon car.
Oh, Rolls Royce. Okay. You need a statement,
Yeah. And then if it's a four-wheeler, just the new Range Rover.
Oh, 2020. But range, I remember there was a time it was trending that it's not a very reliable car.
It's not a reliable car to someone who isn't treating it right. You see now, like if you get a third-hand car, sasa unajua kama hizi zinauza saizi 10 million, si mwenyewe alikishamaliza warranty. Sasa iendeshe hapa, by the time ishuke ifike 5, uzie mse ikufikie when it's like 15 years old. Sa ile unaangalia hivi, the right, hii tire moja ni Kumho, hii ni Champion, ile ni Linglong.
Sa kitu fun.
Ukipata gari iko hivyo ujue zile shida utapata, because that's a guy who's not maintaining it. But the service A, B, C, when this is due, it's supposed to be changed all of them.
So kitu fani ni you vile unasema hivyo, I was actually talking about brand new ones. There's a time it was trending, I think it was last year or what, ilikuwa America. I think even there is ukienda kwa Twitter, TikTok, kuna Range Rover problems.
There's a Range Rover that has issues. It's a first generation. What's this one called? This Evoque?
The Vela. Yeah.
But any first generation of a new vehicle always has teething problems.
Oh.
Unaelewa kama ile Touareg ya kwanza, X5 za kwanza.
Yeah. Kusilikuwa ni Range Rover
Vela
problems.
Vela kuna pressure.
Yeah.
But Range Rover Vogue. Na Sport.
Okay. Because I think endo utafute hii Range Rover problems when you are nini. Unachikibo, why are Range Rover so unreliable? So you look like mostly people in foreign countries talking about the brand new ones.
Sasa hawa ni wala say hawananga do ya kuiservice. Range Rovers are reliable if you treat them right.
Yeah, because majuzi now people are showing me walikuwa wananitumia picha ya T2 vile ilishindwa kupanda the great zile stairs za China. Uliona?
Yeah, that Chinese vehicle.
Yeah, ilishindwa. It was the T2. Yes, it was the T2. Okay. So tukimalizia patia tu advice tena, so you wait for when to buy a car, like ikienda mwisho wa mwaka lazima ungoje kama 20th or even from right now you can start
beginning, like from around now to mpaka hapo 15th, because now from there is mpaka end of Jan when guys will have na Jan watananga do so that's a nice time to bargain. But also pia Jan ukipata tu best yako, sometimes just give someone an offer directly.
Yeah,
you know, loaded the guys, they'll be like, hata nimechoka na hii gari and my son doesn't want it. Unaelewa?
Okay, damn.
But now you need to have rich friends. That is the only problem you are having as Mwafrika.
Yeah, my friends are friends of Tagro.
Tagro is shida in Jango, by the way.
Yeah, iko nini watu wanajuaga Tagro. Waga nacheka sana because I'll be talking to even like majuzi niko nabonga na Mluya fulani. Afiko like, jo buda jo. Kuna vile jo Tagro kinanitandika jo.
Tagro is part of life, bro.
Yeah.
Bila Tagro you never come out on the other side. But if you stick on this other side, so that Tagro. That Tagro is part of the journey. It's part of the journey.
And it inspires you, man. Like it makes you wake up sometimes and push yourself to the next level.
And then now you look for the guys who are overcoming it. You ever heard that saying, if you hang out with 4 losers, guess who the 5th one will be?
Anyway.
And if you hang out with 4 millionaires,
yes, you'll be then the next.
Bas.
Yeah, so make sure your circles are right. So yeah, Buddha, watu wanashindwa kwa nini pod imekuwa short, tunaishoot when you're just about kuenda kwa show, sindio? So mse lazima apigane na traffic. But I think kuna time unafaa kuja to explore comedy kabisa, especially I think at some point did you want to do a special? I remember hearing something like that.
No,
you wanted to do a 1 hour.
That's hilarious. Who does that?
You kuna time ile nilisikia ni kama you've never considered doing a show yako?
I've never, by the way.
Yeah. I think you should, bana.
I should.
Yeah, ukitafuta producer and footage. Ndio ni kitu moja nimekuwa nikisema I need to start producing enough.
The thing I would like to do is like a, what do you call this, satire show? Kama ile ya Trevor Noah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think that's what I should explore now before I run out of voices to impersonate. Unajua kama baba sasa amededi, you can't even be doing his voice randomly. But just for one last time. Watu wewe kama tuko na Mwafrika kitendawili.
Kitendawili tega.
Usijasema vitendawili, sasa kitendawili.
Tega.
Paukwa.
Pakawa.
Nani alidanganya watoto kwamba watakula chapati kila siku?
Mama yao.
Hapana. What happened to that chapati story, by the way?
I think they're still implementing it. I had Dennis on Sarigo. On Sarigo.
They're going to import a machine from China that makes 1 million chapos per day.
They say some ridiculous things, bana. Because I need to follow up on Sarigo. Nafaa kunigetia Sakaja. But I had on Sarigo hii wiki. And alikuwa nasema yes. It's an actual thing. They're feeding kids. And because they're feeding kids, I'll be like, sir.
I think we need to prioritize where we can create opportunities where parents can end up feeding their children and then money goes into development.
Yes.
Because you see, your kid eats at school, then comes home to hungry parents. Like, how does that even work?
It still makes no sense.
Unaelewa? We're putting 3 billion aside for making food for kids, but we're not putting 10 billion to create opportunities. What do we export? What industry is growing in this country? Apart from boda, what else do you know that is being done?
Na boda kosa siku hizi, does it make driving scary? Like, I've not driven for some time, but this nonsense where if you are involved in an accident, somehow they think they're supposed to burn your stuff and they keep getting away with it. Does it make it?
I don't. I think it depends on the on the circumstances. Because I've hit a boda once or twice, but you see also if you turned without indicating, that means the boda wouldn't have seen that you are turning. So that's when you'll see some people will come and want to clip you. But you've hit this guy, and when you get out of the car, guys can clearly see you are indicating. Guys will tell the boda guy you're on the wrong. So I think it's subjective based on what happened at that particular instance. Because alafu unajua pia naogopa wanapenda kuharas wa mama and small guys. Mtu size yangu nafikiri boda hata kuja 100 watani tatolea base.
Magita ngoi.
Sema kama ni mwanaume kama. So that's what happens, I think, in some cases. I'm not an expert on boda accidents.
Yeah, so the last time you got involved na msa boda ilikuwa which year?
Early this year. It was at night. So, you know, like the way you're going up the road this way and so I've made a U-turn and of course it's dark. So me, all I can see is those vehicles. So you enter and make the U-turn. But him is on the inner lane and he's speeding. Unaelewa? So he swerved and he had the ditch. So he came to me at the stoplight. And I was like, hey, they're telling me, weka gari kando. I'm like, hey, what do you want? Ati, karibu tugonge. Si tumengia kwa ditch. So I'm like, did I hit you? Ama karibu. Those are two different things. So if you are speeding and you don't, you're not conscious of how you're... If I turn and you panic and you fall, whose fault is it?
Na ilikuwa usiku?
Yeah.
So hata hiyo ni usiku saa ngapi?
Like 7:38.
Yeah.
Unaelewa?
Watu ulikuwa namuona kweli au kumuona hata?
I didn't see the guy. But me, I'm at the U-turn.
Yes.
Then I'm going to join the lane. So we ukianguka because you are speeding. Me, how is that my fault?
Akakutolea gani? Unatudharau because there's that guilt tripping bullshit they do.
Yeah, but now sometimes if you show them you're not afraid. Because now I'm in the car. Hata wakishuka and I decide to speed off, watanipata hapi. You get?
Yeah.
But sasa ukia mahali kuna watu boda wengi, itabidi sasa unyenyeke. wacha ni kuripea hiyo, hebu tuende pale tuongee. Yeah, so you just look at the situation, then you determine the best way forward.
Okay, damn. Yeah, but bodabodas, at least it's good to hear one person complain. I think it's become too much. We have too many bodabodas and we have no ideas. Ulicheketa ile the so-called empowerment drive ileli happen at State House.
Yeah.
Watu wanatoka na boda. Like, we already have too many bodabodas on the road. Baka, where the customer supposed to come from? You know, at some point, kila Mkenya atakuwa bodaboda, right? Like,
that is the only thing Kenyans are doing, boda. What are the females doing?
I don't even know. But machali ni bodaboda.
And now what is that?
Kila mtu. Baka,
Yani you're born, you go through life, you finish high school, you go to campo just to become a boda, right? I think it's like we are manufacturing like a whole bunch of voters. So I know boda guys are the easiest to.
Damn, talking of boda riders, I was not planning to ask you this, but you saw the story where there's a boda rider who was killed in South Bay.
Yes, that was yesterday.
Wakamficha chini ya kitanda.
Man.
How dark is that? Like, what sort of...
I think another thing we're having is a mental health crisis. Because for you to just kill randomly, what are you going through?
Ati walikuwa wamekosana. Okay, there's something he was delivering.
Yeah.
Wakakataa kulipa. So they decided to kill him. And there's a digital footprint, of course, these things nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, nowadays, getting away with the crime is next to impossible. Oh, it was a phone, eh?
That's what I read, because I saw it today in the morning.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is, man. Atenda tu jela. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time, I mean.
Yeah, but I'm a helper, I think, eh? So they're still looking for him.
Airbnb or what?
Eh?
Ilikuwa ni Airbnb.
Oh.
Or something.
I don't even know it was. Yeah, it was an Airbnb. Then your story missed J40. I think me J40 too from this to small things that I see on TikTok. Twitter, and they get me in trouble. Because kama juzi I covered, tulikuwa hapa na Udur Jagero, and we talked about Sonko's daughter. So remember there is one that was going through domestic violence.
Yeah.
And there's another one that yuko na anadili na bipolar. Online vile kwa tunaongea juu ya huyu wa domestic violence, mtu akaandika, but this is not her first case. Then wakaeka article. So kuna Salma na Saumu. Mi mind yangu yes, saino nikakam kunotice all Sonko's kids name starts with the S. Sandra, Salma, Saumu.
Maybe it's his favorite letter.
Sonko mwenyewe. Why? How?
It just happens.
Yeah. So anakuwaga na sons?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting now that I think about it.
But that story was messed up. Like, why would you be a father-in-law who pays everything for your married daughter? Back on that, fix the guy's car, give them money, pay school fees. Would you do that? It creates some sort of dependency. What if something happens to Sonko? How will this guy survive?
But I think I heard Sonko saying that the Nini is struggling. Oh boy, ana struggle na biashara zake. So he has his own thing.
Oh, he's going like through a down phase.
Yeah. So he has his own thing, but the thing is not working out. But me, one thing that I nimekuja kurespect these people, because they are very stupid ama very brave ni. So kuna huyu moja beat Sonko's daughter, alafu kuna ule mwingine pia ule wa some Malindi senator or something ulikuwa na date the girl with bipolar also beat her. I'm there thinking like, me of course wezi chapa dem, that's not in my CV, but unapiga mtoi wa Sonko like hauogopi? Because when I think about Sonko, I know he can turn into some gangster shit. Huh?
That story is usually very sensitive. But I mean, like, a lot of kids are not being raised to take the discipline of just walking away. Unaelewa? Niko na best yangu I once told boss vile unafika udemu utamua. 6 weeks later. Ako jela sahi. So from there I used to tell, I can never argue with that chick. If you want to talk out of your behind, may I leave. Unaelewa? Juu sasa unaingia jela.
Hiyo ilikuwa which year?
2014.
So he used to beat the girl.
We vibaya. Nikamwambia bro, ukiwa jam no dem, let's go for a drink, we talk, we crack jokes, nini mademu atakukasirisha. 6 weeks. As I felt so bad, I was like, I should have been there with him. Alnita K1, hey, come to bonge, nini, we used to go for reggae on Thursdays because I used to work on Friday. Hiyo siku nikasema, vile it's a public holiday, ukiangalia 1 kilometer hivi magari, 1 kilometer hivi magari, nikasema, this is too much work. and Mutiti reduce have crime kidogo nikasema acha niende home tatafutana the following day sikia alikuwa amejamiana na dem sijui aje kiasi sijui smoke tabana ikaisha hivyo
smoked oh he had a nini
he had a piece
so he was given how many years
20
damn
20 is a long time to be marinating there singing you know they all sing that one famous song Paulo na Sila ushaona news ile
because wanaomba milango ifunguke
they didn't work that way you have to finish your time so yeah
damn at least one thing neza sema ni sijui I don't know such an extreme case but I always know it turns into that so even when I was because I analyzed the Sonko situation when he was telling the daughter ama he was even warning the son-in-law akimwambia ukifanya tena I was there saying that anything that has violence most probably will end up with one of the two people dead like there's a very many circumstances where one because even at a demon is a jam tired of the beatings I decide kufanya kitu
I think so you know also a lot of guys don't know because I started reading through like psychology after whatever happened it's pent up frustration so you see like sasa biashara yake is not working I think he's feeling emasculated it's not a justification
yes
but it's pent up things over a period of time now you become irritable one thing leads to another you know so because if you talk to guys who are in the joint in jail they will justify what they did and it makes sense to them but if you analyze them you're like this guy wasn't in the right frame of mind like you would you even cut yourself with a razor? No. But imagine stabbing someone, another human being. Not once. And you keep going on and on and on and on and on. You get? But now you'll find someone has gone through so much in life. And I think a lot of men need to go for therapy and women.
Yes.
Ukae na base yako onge, you dump that stuff out. Because therapy is basically just offloading and then you figure out the way forward. But sasa kuna mtu kuna frustration ya sijui alieka do forex. Ikapotea amekoniwa huku biashara ameinvest it's the wrong one utachizi bro unaelewa then unasikianga the straw that broke the camel's back yani it's one small thing di unafanya hivi unalipuka so what's inge therapy onge takuwa tu sawa
alafu hiyo ni lazima ikuulize where the last time you fight ni when because I always tell people my principle when it comes to fighting and not fighting is you never know what the other person is going through, number one, and you never know how much they're ready to lose. A lot of us, when we fight, we are not ready to lose our freedom, and we are not ready to lose our life. Kuna people who are ready to lose their freedom. Like, budo amenikasirisha. Msa naenda nachukua daga. Ya amekubali kuenda jela. Mi no just kwa nimekubali kuenda jela. Mi nikuwa tumekosana, nataka niende. So because of that, I always feel like even as a man, in situations whereby you can win, just walk away because you don't know what this asshole is ready to lose. Yeah.
Exactly. I know the kid I used to fight when I had my two angers, maybe like 20 years ago. But after seeing what happens to people, it's like now someone wants to rob you. Maybe you've got jiu-jitsu, you've got a gun, but that guy, he left home, he knew it could go either way. He could come back with money or he will die.
Yes.
You're looking forward to doing the podcast next week. Let him have the phone.
Yeah. You'll get another one.
Unzaba hata ile ya 2000 nayo. Na pia wacha hizo round za hizo places kuna wezi. I mean, you know.
Ama unakuja nasema serikali saidia. Wacha. So natoa tu hizo za serikali saidia. The situation of insecurity. But I think watu wanafaa kujua hiyo walking away is such a powerful thing. I've been lucky in life. I'll always say that. Sometimes maybe I talk from a point of ignorance. I've never had a dramatic chick. Javila swaga na dramatic chicks who will slap you, avunje plates, afanye hiyo jinga yote. I've never had that in life. So I learned something yesterday that all of us think we are good, but we've never been tested.
You know, when someone can trigger you.
Yes. So ati sisi wote tunafikiri tuko good, so we've never been tested. It was such a powerful thing. So it means that as you go through life, you don't know how evil you can become. Look at Samia, for example. Ungemwambia that at some point she's going to kill over 3,000 people just to say
3,000 people who died.
Yes. Ungemwambia atafanya hivyo to be president, angekwambia kwenda siwezi fanya hivyo. But now she was tested. Now she lived far enough to get the test ile that this is power and the only way you're going to keep this power ni kuua watu.
It's so messed up.
Kind up ameua watu. So I think kuna hiyo.
Lot.
So that's why inasema sijaikuwa kwa situation where I'm being nasukumwa napigwa kofi. I know I'd walk away because that's what I believe it's walking away. But would I still walk away akinigonga ngumi you understand? So I've never been in that situation. But kila najuaga, just walk away. And pia if someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time.
Kuna kitu watu ufanyanga, now like those are red flags. But if you keep ignoring them, you're the one who's going to suffer eventually. Unaelewa? And saa zingine, kuna narrative ya wadem. Unajua dem akisema ulifanya hivi na hivi na hivi, society accepts that's the story. Na labda yenda amekufanyia.
Yeah.
So as you get older, you should learn to say, I will have to learn to live without this chick. I mean, kama kuna complications kama watoi nini, go get another chick.
Yes.
You unasikia dema amekurushia sijui nini, umemrushia ile. Alafu majirani unasikia, like, my sister used to live in a place where this couple fights every day. You can't separate them. Kesho wanacheka, the next... So, you now you seem like an outsider because now huwezi mtoa hapo. But now there's something called a trauma bond also.
Yeah.
This person mnakosana naye, kuna siku mlikuwa mnapendana sana. So you try to look for that person and this evil person they've become. Nastukia it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 30 years mekuwa tu pamoja. It's never worth it.
Yeah, it's never
worth it. Madem ni wengi huku nje, mimi niulize, chick magnet.
Even oh shit, okay. When you drive German machines.
I don't use cars to gini. Mimi najua kuongelesha madem.
Pia mimi najua kuwabongesha, but I think pia madem wanafaa kujua machali ni wengi huku nje. I think we live in that where no one should be. I think another thing that I learned was if someone tells you like I love you more than I love myself, or I love you more than anything in this world, that should be the point. Pia that's a red flag in itself. Because for you to love someone else, you have to love yourself.
Yeah.
So I can't live without you. Like, you can't live without me. Because tomorrow is not guaranteed. So there's no guarantee that kesho I'll be there with you. Kitu ni happening, natural causes and natural causes,
But you see now it's that whole intertwining of a lot of things because some people get validation from being with this person.
Yeah.
Na sasa, hapo ndio, amekwamilia because that's all they know. But you see also now, labda mtu alikuwa na trauma zingine from maybe childhood or a previous relationship. So I think first people need to work on healing themselves. And if someone calls you out for being a bit off, don't take it personally. You go, you self-reflect. I think I'm this. Then work on it. You just be walking up and down being angry and depressed and
spreading.
Mtu Mwafrika nisikuona ukiongelesha mademu mwingine.
Hiyo nonsense hiyo. Yeah, but ufite nilishatoka kwa game. But kwa wenye wale mnadeal nao too dramatic, just know it's a red flag. Like someone starts throwing things, punching you, ama threatening you even with, wewe unajua ukifanya hivi naweza kuua. Like see. Because I think the last thing nitakuambia, unajua ile dem alidedishana, that Kamislangata girl.
I think she's called Ruth or something. Yeah.
She used to date Nini, one of the Matata members. Boy, kama hapa kutuambia hapa kwa podcast ja. Yeah. She used to be alikuwa dem Corino. After I discovered Deki kafanya kachizi.
Deki nza chizi ya dem bwana.
Ana
imagine ati unaenda kupena huku nje. It is mine. You're like, where do you get that demon voice from?
Yeah. Yeah, alitoa hiyo nini jo. So boy anasema like alishtuka jo. Like baadaye.
This guy is alive.
Marcus Matata,
She pulled out a knife on him.
No. But ni him now eventually when he's seeing that she's on the news. Unajua this is someone you dated.
Oh, before.
Yeah, and you didn't know she had that crazy side. So you feel like you dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
Because aliona tu dem pale because zile za damn.
And let me tell you something that we stopped doing as Africans. Back in the day, we used to, your aunties will insist on bring that girl you're dating. You get to know who she is. Ukipata dem, introduce her to your sisters and your female friends. They'll be able to gauge her. If it's and vice versa. Because a lot of guys skip that. Alafu anakam kupiga na butwa huko mbele. How many guys do you know who don't introduce their girlfriends to their aunties, their cousins? Mnaitwa tu mnaambiwa nani atakuoa. Akianza kuwapigia stories zile vitu zinapen kwa hao yake wanasema hii ni movie bro. But now au kumvet.
Yeah, lazima umvet jo.
Ka background check kidogo. Kitambo alikuwa anasema ile family achana nao wanakuwa na machizi wengi. There's something they knew.
Joneko.
Joneko. Uwe Joneko it has a lot of nini. There's background chairs. Sema pale watu pigana mapanga kwa ile familia. Achana nao.
Na pia msikize. Akianza kuambia stories za mimi kuna niasha hii nikamtolea kisu. Kwa like, okay.
Ama jaribu kukasirisha mtu kidogo uone how they react. Unajua
unajua hapa ni
wakifanya macho hivi na kakama. Ever watch Thriller ile ya Michael Jackson? Macho inakuwa yellow na nini kama ya paka. Exit stage.
So ni kuna cheki yule nilikuwa nakwambia tuna need more time. Cheki yule time story imeshika ndio inabidi tukate. Umsa naenda kudu radio show. So nakuaga 47
47 Monday to Friday.
The hot drive.
Yes, hot drive.
Yes. So make sure mmesikiza hiyo ni 96.0 Nairobi.
Yes sir.
Yeah, malafu wapi tena? Mimi najua
Mombasa 96.0, 102.5 Nakuru, 88.6 in Nyeri, 90.1 in Eldoret and 103.1 in Europe, aka Kisumu Dala.
Okay. So make sure umesikiza. Imekuwa ni episode 558. Kama kawaida tukisema like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend. Tukimalizia tukisema ekonene.